G'day guys, Lympy here. Welcome back to another episode of LympCraft, and here we are once again in the Nether. That's right. So we're going to go through this here portal because what I have found using a mist is the stronghold. That's right. So we'll be able to fight the dragon very quickly. But the best thing about this stronghold is, look, it's near a mesa, and I'm going to need mesa to build with materials, so I'm quite excited about that. It is a fair way away. It's about 200-300 blocks through the nether, so yeah, it's a fair old trip. But I'm going to dig down, and hopefully we find a stronghold down here. Here it is. We found the stronghold. Now, we're just going to find where the portal is in here. What up, fella? You're gone. Oh, that's a fake door. Iron door, thank you, I'll take that. I think I want these two. Oh, here it is. We found it. How many have we got? None? Are you serious? Ah, man. So we need 12. That really sucks. Seeing as though we need 12 ender pearls and we only have 4 after I used 1 on the ender chest there, I thought I had another one somewhere. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, it looks like we've got 4. Oh, that's right. I've got a second dive ender there. So we actually have 5. I figured, considering that's going to take a while, maybe I should work in the area and maybe get some more endermen to spawn. But really, what we want in this area is to flatten it all out and prepare it for our iron farm. And that is going to take some time. I want to get it all the same level, probably around that level, which means terraforming and getting rid of all of this. Oh, this is going to take a while, but it's time to grind. And last couple of bits there. Wow, look at the amount of work I've done so far, but still so much more to go. Whoa. Can you believe that this used to be a village? Wow. Hasn't it transformed? Ooh, we've come a long way so far. But guess who's in the firing line? That's right. It's time to kill some cows. Bye, guys. Get out of here. Oh, this is fun. Almost done. And there we go. Wow, look at this place. Epic. And that is 1/4 of spawn. Oh dear. While we've been on the grind clearing out the spawn chunks, our farms have been running. But you can see I've tidied this room up just a little bit. It looks a bit better now. Here's our pumpkin farm. I don't believe that back stalk is actually providing, and it really should be on this side. But the other two are working, so you can see we've got 25 pumpkins, which is a really good result because I haven't had to do anything. It doesn't lag at all, and it's working well. I've also made myself a brewing stand. I haven't used it yet, but I used one of my blaze rods on this. Let's also check out the sugarcane chest, and loads of sugarcane, which is brilliant. But what we wanted to do now is move on to something else. I'm getting really tired of clearing out area. And one of the biggest problems I have is I'm going through the diamonds. I've only got 54 left, and I am just melting my tools. I've made so many shovels, it's incredible, and a lot of diamonds have also gone on repairing my picks. So what I wanted to do was change it up a bit and build a mob farm. And you can see I need XP. I'm only level 6 at the moment. Repairing my tools has used up a lot of that XP. And I thought we could build a mob farm that's an XP farm. So initially it's going to be used for XP, but eventually it will turn into a giant mob farm that is fully automatic. So I'm going to work on that and I'll show you some progress soon. Okay, so I finished the funnel section of the mob farm. So above this will be the actual mob farm, and all the mobs will get put into this water stream, which should then focus them down to the little tube in the middle. And you can see we're quite a ways up in the sky, and now I just have to figure out how I'm going to get down from here. Oh dear. Can I make the water? I feel like I'm not gonna make the water. Should we try it? For science. Go! No. Rip. Well, I knew I needed string for my mob farm, but what luck. You see, my portal over there, I just spotted that cobweb, and I thought, wait, is this a mine shaft? And look, as I came up here and came closer, turns out it absolutely is. Wow. This all came about because I went for a trip to the Nether and I thought I'll grab some cactus while I'm going this way as well. Because I will need some green dye eventually too. But let's check this out. Oh, golden apple, rails, beetroot seeds, not so much, but this is awesome. I'm going to need all these rails too, and it's getting dark. So I'm going to explore this cave and try and get a bunch of string too. What a strange mine shaft. Look at this. It goes all out in the open. This is crazy. It's actually huge. After returning from a successful trip, you can see that we've got 4 rails, 3 stacks of normal rails plus 29. That is a huge amount of rails. That's over 200 rails. And also 45 string. I didn't actually find a spider spawner in there, but I didn't really need to with 45 string just in that. That was fantastic. I might go check it out another day and look for a spider spawner if I need one. It is a fair way to travel, but wow. I'm really happy with that. Anyway, now I'm going to use this string and craft up a bunch of dispensers so that we can continue working on the farm. And doesn't it look amazing from down here? In our journey to the mesa, we also netted some cactus. So I figured this is the perfect spot to build a micro cactus farm. So we've already got our micro pumpkin farm right here, which is going well. And I feel like we can add to that by putting in a cactus farm as well. We just need to figure out exactly how we want to build it. Now, cactus is a pretty easy thing to farm. Hello, we're going to have to fix that up, but that's fine. I feel like if we put a chest here, I like to do this. It gives us the best idea of where we want to build our farm. So ideally, I'd like to put a hopper in like so, and then have our cactus dropping down and our water stream basically coming along to about here. So I'm going to try and come up with some ideas, and I'll see you once I've come up with something. Okay, so I've come up with a little bit of a design here. I can already foresee that there's probably going to be problems with cacti landing in between. But this is just a fun little micro farm. It's not as efficient as it could be. I don't need that much cactus either, and it's more of just a let's see how it goes. And it's going to be pretty cool. Anyways, let's put in the water. So hopefully when they grow up and hit these signs, they will actually land in the water and be taken here. Whether that happens or not, we'll see. The first spawning platforms have now been completed, and as you can see, the redstone will trigger through the middle, kicking off these dispensers which will have water in them, which will push the mobs off into our little funnel down below. Now these platforms here and the redstone is designed by a guy named Ilmango. He is brilliant. Follow him if you haven't already. I'll put a link in the description below for this farm. Well, the top part of the farm is his design, the bottom part is mine. But you'll see, basically, I've borrowed the top part's mechanics to use this. Anyway, I'm going to crack on and build some more platforms. As you can see, progress is happening well. I think I've got about 6 layers done, but I want a lot more layers, and what I'm finding is that I'm running really short of 2 resources in particular. One is string, so I might need to venture back to that mineshaft and find some more, or maybe a cave spider spawner. And the other is slime balls. I've only got the 3 left. So what I thought I might do for the moment is build a slime farm. So let's go take a crack at that. And here we are down at the slime chunk that I'd hollowed out previously. And as you can see, I've mapped it out with dirt. It's actually 3 slime chunks right next to each other, which is kind of cool. I figure we can do some sort of build around that. Possibly with water streams running down either side and meeting together at the end. Not 100% sure yet, but what I do know is that I've got to hollow out all this area. As if I haven't done enough digging this episode. So I've now managed to hollow out 3 different layers, and you can see the slimes are spawning. That's the first layer. This is the middle layer, and we also have the top layer up above. That top layer is only at level 19, and we can go all the way up to 60, so we've got lots more that we can do. But just building this has already given me all the slime balls I can need in the short term anyway. Dear. But it's been a fun project so far, so I doubt I'll finish it all right now. But I did want to show you at least some of it. Wow. Oh dear. Kill some of these guys. Anyway, let's eat. And we'll head on over. So this was a big lava pool, and this has proved a huge challenge for myself. I actually died a couple of times and lost a lot of my good stuff. Which was a real shame, but well, it's only time and diamonds. We can always get those back. So I've got this little water stream at the moment, which I'm just sort of testing out and hoping it's going to work. But it looks like it. It looks like all the slimes keep going along. It is possible, particularly if a player is around, that the slimes can jump back onto this platform. But that really isn't a big deal because they'll just jump off it again as it goes around. So it really doesn't matter. At least they're going to be heading in the general direction. Everything is focused towards that side, so it's not a big deal for this particular farm. Of course, in your world, if you spent a lot of time on that side, that would be a bad thing. But for this particular world, not a big deal. Anyways, I'm going to continue messing about with this, and hopefully we can see how many slime balls we're going to get. And we are done. Well, I still have to remove that crafting bench and do a fair bit more work, but we're done for the start. And you can see this is my big guy example right here. If I wasn't here, he wouldn't be tracking me, but right now he is. It's a bit unfortunate, but you can see the idea is he lands on this cactus, which is just below him, and he'll break up very soon. We'll watch him hurt himself. There we go. He's broken up into the smaller bits, and they break up quite quickly as well. And you can see all the little smaller slimes, they go into this little hidey hole down the bottom corner, if they don't die, that is. And once they're in this hidey hole, again, they're more likely to die because they're following me. If they don't die, they then come here, and then they hit this cactus, and they go in here, and we get our slime balls in here. So this isn't the most efficient farm, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. I have plans for this, trust me, I have plans, and I need them to be small, so that's why I've designed it this way. So that's gonna do it for the slime ball part of the farm, but the next resource that I needed was string. So let's see if we can hunt down a spider spawner or a cave or something. What is happening here? I think I broke Minecraft. I've been doing the old trick with placing down a torch and, you know, letting all the gravel drop on top of it and getting a whole bunch of gravel, as you can see. And then this happened. Why? Can I update it? Block update? Nope. See, if I do it over here, no problem. Way no work. Huh. Interesting. After a lot of exploring, I finally have found a spider spawner. It's actually a cave spider spawner. And these guys are scary. Oh dear. Oh, look, we've got another one. I don't know how far apart they are, but I think they're a bit too far to have a double farm. But oh well. Now that we have all the resources, you can see behind me, I've completed all the layers. Whew! It's taken a fair bit of effort, but boy, doesn't it look amazing from up here. Let's just have a look. You can see the spawn chunks that I've mapped out a quarter of. You can see the infinite villager breeder that we worked on, I think it was episode 2. And there's my little base. It looks tiny right now, and you can even see the top of the wheat farm up there. But boy, this is massive, and doesn't it give a great view of the whole world? Alright, so the last part I've got to do is the redstone on here. Now, this is going to be the tricky part, because the idea is you AFK up the top here, and all the redstone does its thing, and then to get the XP we're going to have to go quickly all the way down to the bottom and kill the mobs. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to have to test this out. And the redstone is complete. So this redstone is designed by Il Mango for this particular farm. I've made some slight modifications because I've made modifications to the farm, but it's really nothing special. But I am going to try and briefly explain to you what's happening without going into too much detail. Anyways, underneath here is our line of redstone basically that goes throughout the farm and activates all the water dispensers below. And it has 3 outputs. So one going this way. Well, I should say 3 inputs. Well, one's coming this way, one's coming from this line, and then a third one from this line as well. And then over here, we have our on-off switch. So this on-off switch goes and powers one of the lines, and it also powers this line here, and it jumps this way to our clock. This is our main clock. It's a pretty common clock with a modifier on top, and the clock's output is up the top here, as well as our third line, which comes this way, which basically deactivates the clock output, which leads onto our third line. You can see there's a monostable circuit here. But that's basically it in a nutshell. I hope I didn't go into too much detail to bore people. Anyway, let's fire this baby up, I think. I think we should get it started. So let's get back to our switch and flick it on like so. And we got a small lag spike as all the water dispensers should be activating. So let's see if we can take a look. And there we go. And it looks like a mob was knocked off down there. And you can see the mobs are on alternate levels, and then they get pushed off like so. And the water is just switching between both, pushing off all our mobs. So it looks like it's working perfectly. There's a spider that seems to have got stuck, but he'll be pushed off briefly. And look at the mob drops. Yeah, this is amazing. I'm so pleased. It's taken a lot of resources. I'm pretty much out of iron because there's a lot of buckets in this farm. So, but isn't it worth it? All right, I'm going to jump down below and let's take a look at it from down there. And here we go. Here are some of the mobs that are dropping. You can see them coming in here. They are just becoming weak at the moment so that I can come up and kill them. Oh, the witches are healing up. And then I can get some XP. So this should be an easy way for me to get some XP. I might modify this design slightly. Hey, what are you doing here? Cheeky little bugger. Dun, da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Whoa, it's very dark. Oh, but how good is it? It looks amazing. Wow. This is brilliant. Oh, I need to get up a little bit higher to see it because, wow, I didn't expect it to be so dark. But I'm really impressed with that. And you can see down the bottom here, these guys are starting to pile up. So I did make a mistake and I had this one lower than it should be. So I raised it up a little bit and hopefully these guys are now one-hit kills. That guy is. Yeah, look at this. Okay, the guys with armor. Oh, he was. Not so much. This little guy is not. 3 hits, I can deal with that. But yeah, this is brilliant. So if I AFK for a little bit, then jump down here and come and one-hit kill these guys, I should be able to get as much XP as I want with, you know, little risk of dying, because I have died a lot building this. Oh, this guy's being stubborn. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at the stuff that we've got. Okay, so as you can see in my inventory as well, I've managed to get loads of stuff already. So I've got all of this from the mob drops so far. This is pretty good. Also all of these arrows. Pretty good, pretty good. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. It has been an absolutely epic episode, and it is my last one for 2016. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed all of 2016, and thank you for all the support you've given me this year on my videos and otherwise. Have a great 2017, and we'll see you in the new year.